Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, September 12th, 2022. Hope everyone had a terrific weekend. Good morning, Michael, Fred, Chip, John, Joe, Bob, Scott, Coach, Al, Stephanie, and Mai over there. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Again, good morning to everybody. You guys ready for a hot day today? Okay, so every single day of the week I create one of these, and a lot of things are just stamped out. I just have to print it. No big deal there. I put check marks by it. But then I write something in there, and here's what I wrote for today. Timing matters. Today will be 4 days up based on what we're doing pre-market here. 4 days up, not the best day for new buys, new long buys, not the best day. Timing matters. Timing matters. So here's and here's what I mean by that, okay? And I would urge everybody to go back and look at the past. The past repeats itself. This is why we use chart patterns. This is why we follow price action, because why do we like price action? Because we've proved it in the past. We've proved that when this candle does this and that candle does the other thing, and that rabbit goes in that hole and goes around that, it makes a nice little knot, and yada 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 yada. We've proved it in the past. It's not like we make this stuff up. And this is true with all traders, not me, not Doug, not anybody here. This is with all traders around the world. So let's go look at the past. And if you look at the past, if you take this, I know a better way to do this. Here, let's do this. We're going to put this line right here. And let's change this line. Let's make it really, really fat. And we're going to make it red just so it stands out. There we go. So now what we're going to do is, here we've got, from the lows up. And if we drag this over, we're in that pullback area. If you drag this over here, look what happens. If we go to the low, it looks like we get a little bit more, but look what happens here. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Look how we pulled back. Look at this. Look how we pulled back. This is not, oh man, that only happened once in the past 3 months. Good Lord, it happens there's a short one there, every stinking time. Look at this right here. We went up, we went up a little bit more, pulled back, right? Timing. So as I look at today here, I'm thinking, why should that be any different? And it could be different. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. So the bulls work out real well today, and maybe they go higher, and maybe they go even higher. Now the question I have for everybody, mostly myself, the question I have is, do I really want to do that risk? Do I really want all the risk on here? Because I know even if we go up another day, I know, I gotta know. My head's in the sand if I don't realize this, that we're going to have a pullback. Okay, so we may miss a little bit right through here. The big question is, do you want to risk it? Do you want to risk all that great money that you made right here? Let's make that bigger. Do you want to risk all that money? Do you want to risk all the money you made shorting right here? Do you want to risk all that? And that's what's happening, or that's what could happen. And again, for the person out there that really likes to go to Vegas and roll the dice, Coach, I'm just kidding. I just know you like to go to Vegas. If you really want to roll the dice, roll them. let them go out there. Let them go. I think if you want consistent success and to grow your account, you'll take those dice and go throw them in a hole and bury them. And let's pay attention to the chart. Think about risk and reward here, okay? So, sorry, that went on for 5 minutes, and I apologize for that. 5-minute rant. I do apologize. Hey, the big thing we need to look for tomorrow is the CPI number at 8:30 Eastern. That is the biggie. After that, we'll worry about after that. But tomorrow, the big thing is going to be that CPI number. Everyone's going to be on the edge of their seat. And then when it comes out, you've got all day to deal with it. Just because it's high or low does not mean the market's going to go up or down. It's all how the market interprets it and how the market looks down the road, because that's what the market does. It looks down the road. Sure, it may jerk around. It may jerk around a little bit. But overall, the market is looking down the road. It's forward thinking. Okay, so let's, hey, I want to thank everybody that watched the videos. I put some videos this weekend on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, even StockTwits. So thank you everybody who picked up those videos and who watched them. I would love to have some input because I would love to improve those videos. All right, so let's look at some trade ideas here. Let's look at some trade ideas. So let's look at ADT. ADT is one of those that, and some of these, well, in fact, all of them, no, maybe not all of them, were on the videos that I did this weekend. So anyway, ADT I think is a terrific setup. Now, I can't remember whether I did this Friday or Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, or even Sunday. We didn't have today's candle. So today's candle has dropped out of the box here. I look at this as absolute opportunity. I mean, thank you for allowing me to buy it cheaper. Nothing has changed. The chart, let's see, the chart is still in a bullish trend. The chart still gapped up, and the chart pulled back 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. It's just pulled back one more day today, and that's opportunity. Instead of buying it 8.15 or above, now maybe we can look at buying it somewhere near 8.10 maybe, underneath the buy box. So what I'll end up doing is adjusting this buy box to the downside. The targets do not change. Price action down here does not change the targets to the upside. So I'll be watching this for an entry. I do want to say timing matters. So it's possible no trades today. It's very, very possible. If the market doesn't, if the SPY or if the overall market, which my market is the SPY really, if it doesn't show strength or that it can hold up, then there's no buys. And then, of course, we've got that CPI number tomorrow. How much risk do you want to throw out there? Now, I personally, through this last week, made some pretty good money. The last thing I want to do is bet money on something that's absolutely stupid to bet money on. So I'm probably going to take the risk-off approach and protect the money that I made last week. Hey, let's look at Apple. I wasn't keen on Apple down here. Now that we're over the 50 period moving, I am keen on Apple. That's because I want to see more of a trend. Now, I will be happier, much happier, if price moves over the trend indicator and the T-line moves over the trend indicator. Now, that means that I might not end up buying this until it's up here. I learned not long ago, I wish I had learned this long ago, that you don't have to buy the bottom to make money. You really, really don't. This is one of these things that I think I've learned. I've learned well, I believe. It shows, is to patiently wait. Wait till that trend is in place. We're getting close. And I might be willing to take that chance. If it wasn't for that CPI number tomorrow, I might be willing to take a shot on this. Outside of that, low, high, higher, low is what we want to see. And we don't have that yet. And we don't have the trend. If somebody is interested in what exactly am I looking for a trend, here it is right here. Kaboom. Right there. We'll talk about that more this week. CPNG. I think this is setting up very nice. I want to make it very clear right now for those that are typing, stop typing. Just stop. I am very aware it has a possible head and shoulders. And if you don't like it, you don't have to trade it. I'm very aware of that. Thank goodness stocks break through head and shoulders. If they didn't, good Lord, we would have zero in the market. This is one of the most, that is probably one of the most, the most, I don't know, the most hit myself on the head aha moment I have ever had in trading. These chart patterns like this is just speed bumps. Now, just the opposite. If this was a bullish inverted head and shoulders, I don't know, what would be the opposite of a speed bump? I mean, if it was bullish, I don't know. Let's just call it a speed bump. I feel the same way about it. I love chart patterns, but the answer is in trend and price. Now, chart patterns with me is man, I'm all about those chart patterns because I can see what happened in the past. I can take those chart patterns, I can prove that they work from the past. And those are the chart patterns I look for. But when it really comes down to it, it's the trend and it's the price action, candlestick signals, that puts me into a trader, makes me like the trade. So, I mentioned this on a video over the weekend. You know, I get this asked all the time. You know, let's just assume you buy here in the buy box and it moves up. And the question always comes up, am I afraid about that 1880 area where we start running into that head and shoulders? Why? Why would I be afraid of that? If I buy it right here in this buy box, let's call it 8%, why would I be afraid of 8% profit? Why in the world would I be afraid of 8% profit? Now, if it fails here, you know, it's going to give us a candle. That's what happens. If we fail, we will get some sort of a bearish candle up there. And if it does, I can close it out and I can take my, we'll just say near 8% profit. Okay, why would I be afraid of it? So I'm not. Snap. There's Snap. Now I'm currently holding, currently holding Snap. Currently holding Snap. Actually, what I would like really is for Snap to pull back a little bit, and I'm going to add to Snap. And then it moves up. I'm going to close some Snap because I'm a swing trader. I trade the swings. What I'm looking for are swings, 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 swings like that. Swings just like that. See how we're setting up? Swing, rest, swing, rest, swing, rest, on and on and on and on and on. So I would really love a little bit of a pullback here. And we might get that if the market tips a little bit this week. Of course, if it doesn't tip, maybe we just move sideways. A little bit sideways, and that's okay for an add to because that will be a chart pattern that I like. So we're going to look at that. We'll watch it. I'm still looking for 14 and then 15 up here as target. Meta. Let's take a look at Meta. I think Meta just might. Well, no, it's not might. It is a fact that it's constructing a bottom. This is a fact. Okay. Here's what is not a fact. It's not a fact that it's going to break out. That's not a fact. It's not a fact that it's going to break down. We don't know that. Nobody knows that. That's why we follow price action and we trade the swings. Fact, that's a bottom construction. You've got a low, a low, a low, a low, a low, a low. That's a bottom. You got a high, that's a top. So all this through here is construction. Let's see if it holds up. And what we're going to wait for is a nice bullish move. Now, I would have no problem taking some meta in here. Not likely I'm going to do it because of the CPI number tomorrow. That's not likely. And again, I don't have to buy it down here to make money. Where are the targets on meta? This is the easiest thing in the world, by the way. Just go back and look where we've had recent tops. That's your targets, just like that. There's your targets. So if that's your targets, and let's go ahead and fill that gap up there. Boom, fill that gap. If that's your targets up here, if you patiently wait, would you be happy with 56%? I would. Would you be happy with 28%? I would. Would you be happy with 9, 10%? I would. So you see, you don't have to buy it early. Okay. Well, we've got time for another one. Well, we got time to do them both. Here's Rivian. I like what Rivian is doing. It got a little wild here. So let's turn the real time off, and that just makes the chart look correct, is what it does. So look how we've turned up here, and that's what we want. We want a chart to turn up, and then we want the pullback. You'll find that I very rarely chase stocks on that first turn. I did learn long ago that I'm not clever enough to catch those early moves. I did learn that long ago. I'm not that clever. Oh, I can catch them, but at the same time, I also have, stocks that fail. If they don't prove themselves, you do get some winners. There's no question about that. But your losers will outnumber your winners, and it's just a no-win game. So I figured out long ago, forget trying to catch this. Just my way. Here we move. Now let's wait for the rest here. Wait for the rest. Wait for the setup. Wait for your entry pattern, your entry strategy, whatever it may be. We'll look for that entry, and then boom. Look at 40% back up here to $50. It's a nice chart. I like that. Okay, let's look at Dish. Let's turn this real time back on. I don't think this one's messed up. Nah. Let's look at Dish here. Now, see, Dish is opening up at the high range. This is one of those bad timing charts. I just do not believe this is the great place to buy it. And you know what? Here's what the stock can do. Absolutely. It can take right off. But I'm more about balancing risk, not go out there and roll the dice. I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to run with scissors. I don't mind holding scissors cautiously and walking, but I don't want to run with scissors. And this is going to be running with scissors. It's not worth the risk. And the truth of it is, if you run with scissors, how many people actually fall down and get stabbed? Not that many. How many people actually get hurt? The truth is, not that many. But there's always that one. And I don't want to be that one. All right, everyone, thanks for listening in. I do appreciate everybody being here. We'll see you later in about 20 minutes. Let's get this market open. Oh, reminder here, today at 11:45 Eastern, if you're not doing anything, I'll be presenting in the live trading alerts room. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm on deck for a webinar. And remember, Wednesday, live trading alerts at 2 p.m. Eastern in the live trading alerts room. All right, everyone. You guys take care. Trade smart, trade wise. Profits, profits, profits. That's the title of Tuesday night, by the way. We'll see everybody in a little bit. Take care.